Go ahead. What's good?
Um, So this shit really isn't that bad. I think it's funny though that they said that I tried throwing it at the commentators because it's honestly more funnier that way. But I'll tell the whole story about it. So
Yeah.
basically, I what I wanted to do is I just wanted to go up to the commentators. I wanted to put the Charmin on the table and say, "Oh, this is sponsored by Charmin," and that's it. And then when I got there, when I went backstage, um, some dude grabbed like one of the stage dudes grabbed me.
Yeah.
So I kind of let me stop. So the table, I was away from the table,
Yeah. All right.
and then he grabbed me.
Okay.
So this
Okay.
is a problem. To the table to put to put the Charmin on me, he grabbed me, and the reason why I kept moving is because of anything or anything. I just wanted to get it on the table, say sponsored by Charmin, and then leave. That was it. But the problem is technically I was resisting when he grabbed me because I didn't stop moving. So
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Okay.
And what is it? Yeah, and because I went backstage too. Obviously, you can't go fucking backstage, in the tournaments nowadays
Yo, I was gonna
because
say something about that. Like,
they don't even have security. And then and when I was talking, well, I'm not even. I keep skipping around everything, but I'm just gonna go through in chronological order. So
all right, go ahead.
uh, what didn't get caught on the camera is that like obviously I was going backstage and then some dude grabbed me and then I kept I mean I didn't like go NFL like try to like bully through him or tackle him or whatever or he was tackling me, but I just kept moving. I just kept moving. So
Yeah.
I probably took like maybe like two or three. I mean I didn't just keep moving. I took like I really only took like three or four steps max because I was so close to the table. I was like, oh, maybe I could just while he grabbed me, maybe I could just put it on without having to throw it. And then when he really was like pushing me back, that's when I actually was like, fuck it, and I just tossed it on the table. And you could tell that I was really close to the table because the way that shit lands, if you look at the camera, it like bounces off like very softly. If I was really far away and I'm trying to chuck that shit at them, you would see it bounce super hard.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really, I mean, that doesn't really matter that much because I think their problem wasn't really that I threw Charmin. It was just the fact that I went backstage and the fact that somebody grabbed me and I kept moving. Even if I only moved like three or four steps, the fact
Yeah.
that I kept moving was a problem
Yo,
because they're saying that I resisted arrest or
I,
not arrest, but I resisted fucking, I resisted.
yo, I'm gonna be real,
And then,
bro. Like, before you keep on, I want to be real. Yo, tournaments are mad strict now, cause back then, bro, there was that, like, a commentator was like in front of you. You could just go up to them and say what up, shake their hand. Now it's like what you saying is like there's a
I
VIP
didn't know the
section.
even
That's
work. Yeah.
oh wow,
No, it's
that's
like
the
a play. It's like a play. Like you have to see like the stuff that you pull up because
yeah.
that you have to walk through that.
Oh
And
wow,
and I
yeah,
didn't
that's
even know the
different.
commentators were back.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
had
know
to
neither.
I had to ask somebody. I had to ask somebody where the commentators even were before that. I remember asking somebody like the day before because I was like, because I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of planning on giving the Charmin to the commentators before this even happened. So I was wondering where were they because I couldn't see
Yeah,
any of the commentators.
word.
Like they were all. I just didn't know where the fuck where they were. So okay, so I walk back out, and this is after I toss the Charmin, throw the Charmin, whatever the fuck you want to say, and then the TL is like, oh, if you do that again, you're gonna get DQ'd or whatever. And I'm like, I know. And then I walked out of there, and then another dude came up to me, and then he was obviously like a TL or he worked there, and then he's like, all right, you gotta take your mask off, we gotta take a picture of you, and I was like, okay,
Oh
let's go somewhere
D.
where nobody could see, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, and I did that. I probably should have like had them take a picture of like ID instead, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But I think it's because they're trying to. The reason they took the picture is because they didn't want me to come back in because they probably knew that they were gonna what you call it disqualify me or ban me. But okay, so after they took the picture, they didn't say really anything else to me. They just said like, well, yeah, they took the picture. They said don't do that shit again, and then I thought I was good, so I went back, and then I had to play like 2 hours later. I came back, and supposedly they were calling me like an hour before on the thing because I also the other thing too that it doesn't really matter that much, but left my controller on the stage before when I did that shit and I
Oh,
forgot to get it. So
yeah.
when I went up to the TO and I said, yo, I left my controller on the stage. Then they called this this Marvel versus Capcom 2 commentator that I don't know who he is, but I think he's a known dude. He's some Asian commentator for Marvel versus Capcom 2.
Yeah.
And they called him over because they said he was looking for me and they called him over and then he got my controller or whatever and then he said all right we got to go to a meeting we got to talk and I'm like oh no they already took a picture of me they already I already know I can't do this shit again and he's like no we got to talk like so I'm like oh okay so he took me to the to like you know how like in hotels they have like those like conference rooms or whatever he took me to
Yeah.
one of those
All right.
it felt like I was to like the principal's office or something because he called like Jabali too and said like yo to come over here while he was talking to me and then he said too when they showed up the Marvel versus Capcom dude said that he was talking to Tekken like and then this is like 2 hours apart like he had their number or whatever they called him and they already were discussing this shit in like an hour or something I don't even know but this was in like the span of 2 hours max so they were already talking and they said that what I did was on paper that what I did should get me banned from every single tournament permanently, not just CEO, like every tournament based on what I did. But
Yo,
they said that they weren't gonna go. Yeah, you know, yeah. When I heard that,
that's
I was like,
wild.
oh shit.
That's OD. Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
I mean,
Over.
they didn't even preface it like they didn't even preface it like that. Like when I heard it, I thought that's what they decided. So I was like, oh shit. But then they're like, no. But when we started talking more, like they said that we're gonna. I don't know if like let it slide's the right word, but because I still got what do you call it? They still DQ me, but they said that they're not gonna go through with it, and that like him and Javali were down there, and then the dude said what was it? Yeah, like oh we're gonna have to take your badge. You're not gonna be able to play, and you're just gonna get DQ'd. And then I was kind of like, well, that's better than getting banned from every single tournament permanently.
Yeah.
And I also figured too, like you DQ me, this shit's gonna get a lot bigger than what it probably should be too. So I was kind of, even though I did good in the tournament, I was kind of like, yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the
You want to
world. And
be you want to be honest with you, bro? I'm gonna be
yeah,
honest with you.
well, I heard what you said. You said that this is better than even probably winning the tournament or going getting top eight or whatever.
Yeah. This I'm telling you, I went on social media, bro. This went viral. That Dexacto, that big website, they made a Twitter post about you, and that shit got like 100K like likes, and then they made a whole article about you on their website too. And that's not gonna be the end of it. A lot I already saw on YouTube. A lot of people are making videos about this incident already. So it's
Well, yeah,
going, yeah.
that's why I had to talk to you because I didn't talk to anybody yet. Like I've just been sitting with this
I
because
feel
I
you.
knew that as soon as you tell somebody, they're gonna start telling everybody else about it. So
Yeah,
I had to give you the exclusive.
thank you. I appreciate that, man. But I'm telling you, bro, I know getting DQ sucked and you did good. You be a Pakistan player. I saw you was getting real far. I think this is probably the best thing that could happen to you, to be real with you. The way stuff is now, bro, like everybody knows you, bro.
Yeah.
Now. Everybody. That thing is going crazy. So yeah, man, I think you should take
You
advantage.
know, my problem is
What's good?
is that I don't want to. If I start doing content, I'm not gonna give a fuck about competing. That's my problem.
I feel you.
Like, what do you think of? Because like you're the same way too, where you're like, you go 100% into one thing, and you don't go like 50-50. shit,
Yeah,
especially in like something like Tekken. A player, like how the hell am I gonna even be anywhere near as good if I'm even putting like 5% into fucking content?
honestly,
But I get it. It's like by the iron's hot type of shit, but
yeah, because you
I
hot
don't
right now. You really hot right. Like when I'm telling you, you really hot. Like I seen stuff like this, and this is like you really hot, man. You could definitely make something out of this. I feel you on that. Like if you make content, you might be lazy with it. At this point, bro, you might as well, bro, because this is a great opportunity. You can still play Tekken like crazy, and if you don't want to just troll and make content, because I know you enter the online joints, you could just play the online joints and stream that, and that's about it. If you don't want to, just do your thing, man. Just do your thing.
yeah,
Everything you
but
doing now.
also the problem too. This is also the problem too. Is I literally just started fucking competing though. That's the thing. Like I still I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's why it's the
Like
perfect time.
this is yeah. I don't know. I feel like this is only like what is it? I don't know. I just feel like it'd be too early.
I
Like
feel you.
I
Yeah.
even though this is a like this is a big ass thing. I don't want to be like a fucking one hit wonder type fucking content creator, and then you know nobody gives a fuck in like 2 months.
I doubt it, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like I'm not trying to gas you, but your whole gimmick with the mask and nobody know what you look like, and you come in the term is looking like Doctor Doom, like that's original. Ain't nobody doing that.
If I get any more popular, people can figure that shit out eventually. That's just how the internet is.
Yeah, they this shit is just popping
But
right now.
I mean,
Like
once it gets to a certain point, it doesn't matter.
I got a question though.
Yeah.
So you're not banned from every tournament. You just got DQ'd, right?
No, no. So the only thing is I just saw DQ, and they even told me
Okay.
too. Like I probably shouldn't be saying this, but they're laughing at this shit too. Like and like, I could tell like they thought it was, or they even said like it was funny and stuff, and that like the Marvel versus Cap. You probably even could figure out who the hell that guy is, but
Yeah, I know.
I never watched Marvel versus Capcom, so I don't know anybody in that.
Yeah, I
But
know. I know who it is. I'm not saying his name, but I know. Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that like, and he had fucking Tekken like on hotline or something because he like talked to them in like an hour or something like that. But
Oh, so they
um,
they
what is
directly talk to Namco.
it? Well, the Namco like they said Tekken,
Yeah,
whatever that means,
that's
but
that's
they had him
Namco.
quick.
Oh, that's crazy. That because of the thing that you did,
Yeah,
they had to holla at Namco. That's crazy.
Namco probably called them.
Yeah, cause they probably did. Cause yo, Namco, they were blasting you all over their social media. You know that, right? They was like, yo, Doctor Doom getting it in and Tekken, and all they were hyping you up the Namco page.
You know, it's funny at Combo Breaker. I don't know if I already told you, but like when I middle fingered the camera, they were like, do that shit again, like with another camera in my face and a fucking video recorder or whatever too. So you know, I know it's funny in that like obviously this DQ or whatever, like it's just like a business thing because this is what they also told me is that if you did that shit right, and then the dude that was grabbing you and fucking what was it like grabbing you, holding you, whatever, if he fell or hit his head or something happened to him,
Yeah,
like probably getting fucking sued and I'm getting fucking banned from every single tournament. I can't put like anything like ever
yeah.
again.
Wow, that's crazy, man. It's
So
to
that's just
me like listening to all this, bro. Like tournaments are really strict now, bro. Because I was talking to Real Law on my stream. He said he was at the tournament. He was at CEO watching. You know, Real Law is an OG. I don't know if you met him, but he
yeah.
was there at CEO.
No, I know real law. Of course, I know real law.
So he was there, and he was like, he was laughing at what you was doing, because he was like, yo, that's old school energy. Like back then, we used to do stuff like what you was doing, but probably more ham than that. And we used to get away with it because it wasn't as strict as it is now. So like what you doing now, that's like old school stuff, man. Like to like it's just like regular stuff, but now like they
You
take
know,
stuff so seriously, and it's like a big business now that you could get banned or DQ'd for that. When I heard you got DQ'd, I'm gonna be real with you, I laughed, but I also was like, I was kind of surprised that they DQ'd you for that, because when you put
I
the
was
bounty
surprised.
tissue, right? When you put the bounty tissue on the stream, they caught that on stream, right?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah,
because I could see them. I could see it on the screen thing.
Yeah, they caught it on stream. I saw it. You put it in the thing, and then Spooky and Markman was like, "Get
Oh,
out of here with that!" And they smacked it out of the table.
oh, that, yeah,
Yeah, they smacked it out of the
yeah.
table.
I watched it.
So that's why when I saw that, like it to me, from what I saw, it looked like you just put it on the table, and they were laughing, smacked that. They're like, "Get out of here with that!" Like that's what they
Yeah,
showed
yeah.
on stream. So like that to me that was funny. Everybody was laughing.
I thought I was good when I left immediately. Even though they took a picture of me and shit, I thought I was good. But
Yeah,
you know, they can't. They gotta cover their ass. If they let me get away with doing some shit like that, then some actual crazy motherfuckers then go in there.
yeah,
And like you never know.
yeah. It makes
Somebody
sense.
crazy
Yeah,
actually. You know,
yeah, man.
yeah. Like I don't even need to. You know,
I feel you. Yeah, that's why they did that to you, because they don't want any. You know how people are. They see you do it, somebody that's more ham will probably do something even more ham. So it makes sense. It makes
There's a
sense.
lot of nuts in this community.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. It's just crazy that happened, and it was funny. I would have honestly, if I was there, I would have told you not to do it, but but
Yeah, I
stuff
know.
happens, bro.
I can't do this. I can't do the same type of person. I'm not gonna be on backstage ever again. Also, I know too. If I even do anything close to that, I'm gonna get fucking actually banned from everything. Because
Yeah,
I'm under.
yeah, I feel you, because you still want to get it in at tournaments, and you having a good time, and you doing better and better every tournament, man. Like you be Bilal, that's a big deal to beat him. That dude, I think he won like a LCQ for Tekken 7 before, if I'm not mistaken. Like he either won an LCQ or got
I think
close to winning one.
you got top 8. I think in CEO. I'm pretty sure.
So
But they're saying I know some people say he's like the best Brian in Pakistan, but I still think it's like there's another dude. I forgot his name. It's like Hamad or something. That I
okay,
think is probably better,
but that's still a
but I
big
don't know.
deal.
I guess it's still Pakistan.
Because after you beat him, you had to play who? You have to play another international.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I think it was
You get
another.
me, right?
What's up?
No, it's Raif. Raif, you get
Oh, okay.
me? Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. If you were supposed to play.
And then if I beat Raif, right, and then if I beat him, I would have fought low.
Oh, that's OD. Yo, that's OD. The man, they put you in the gauntlet. Yeah, yeah. Right. I think. Yeah. Your chances of being Raif I think you will probably beat him, but low high probably not, bro. That would have been like you would have had to really get
I'm
him
not.
off guard.
Fighting Jim is annoying as fuck. I would rather fight. I would rather fight low high. To be honest, I'm not even gonna lie. I'd rather fight low high than a fucking international gym.
I feel you, because
But I don't know.
Jin is kind of spicy. Yeah, I feel you, but yeah, it seems
Yeah,
like
he can carry everything.
yeah, I feel you. And Raif, he play kind of wild too. I've seen him play. He a little loose.
Yeah.
Low high is more solid, but
Yeah.
he seems like he's not. He seems like he's immune to NA. Low high. I've never seen him lose to an NA person before. So like he's one of the few that he like Male Ill and them and AO, they could get got, or CBM, but I've never seen low high lose to American. At least not an 8. So, but yeah, man, you did your thing, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me about all this, man. My only advice to you, brother, well, don't do it again. Like you could still be ham, because that's your gimmick. And everybody, you popular now. Everybody loves the way what you doing. Everybody, I saw the stream chats. I seen what people were saying on Twitter. People calling you the GOAT. Like people, like you a fan favorite right now.
Since I'm here too, since people always fucking ask me this shit, like, oh, why are you so toxic? Why are you so toxic? It's because of fucking Tekken 8. This game, I don't know how anybody could play this game if you played any other Tekkens and then like witness like fucking blue ranks like me or emperors just like become fucking god of destruction and like beat fucking top players. Like I don't like you know what's up if you played any other Tekken playing fucking Tekken 8. Unless you started on Tekken 8, like you know what's up. Like it's just it's kind of hard to like be like super serious.
I get what you're
He's
saying.
so much
Yeah.
better at Tekken. It's like you know what the hell's going on. That's why it's really easy to get fucking angry playing this game because I feel like when you fight someone that's worse than you like you're just gonna get angry like 90%, 99% of the time because you know they're super boosted.
Yeah, that's why I began to salty. Second A is the first time that well, season 2 is the first time that I actually get mad. I don't really get mad when I play Tekken, but this game is right what you say. That's why I fucks with you though, cause you keep it real. You know what's good with this game. I don't blame you for getting mad. That's just how the game is.
Like literally the first month or the no not the first month the month before Tekken 8 came in, I was literally game demoted to fucking Eternal Ruler by Cuddlecore's Lucky Chloe, like getting 9 streaks. And then first month of Tekken 8, oh look, I'm fucking beating her Lisa in rank. This is fucking
Yeah, that
impossible.
that's why I'm gonna be real with you. Like, Go Army began tight playing you, and some people get began mad because we know like in Tekken 7, like what you just said right now, you was an Eternal Ruler. Like you was like Eternal Ruler. I think your highest was probably like blue rank, right?
No. I mean, I wasn't that scrubby. I was like, the reason I got Eternal Ruler that day was because like I was death matching fucking. Oh, you know this guy, Nina. I remember I was death
Oh yeah, yeah, Nina,
matching.
yeah, with the K, with the K. Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
He went, yeah, he, and he deathmatched me, and in Tekken 7, this dude deathmatched me with like 3 different characters. So I was at like Emperor, and I deathmatched him, and then I got to like blue rank, and then he switched to his other character, and then switched again, and I literally went like 5 ranks in one session just from fighting one guy. But I would say in Tekken 7 I would hover around like late Tekken 7 when I started taking it more seriously. I'd hover around like high like probably Emperor rank. Sometimes if I had a bad day like high blue rank or like Tekken.
All right,
I would
that's
say.
like that's
And then
like
it wasn't until like the end of Tekken 7, like the real end, like when it was like 2 weeks left, where like all the scrubs started getting back on, that I got to like Tekken God or True Tekken God or whatever.
yeah. So basically, you was like mid level, because to me, like Tekken King, Tekken
Yeah,
Emperor, that's like
yeah,
you know how to play the game, but you not at that level yet. Like you almost
yeah.
like you kind of
And I
there
first went,
almost, but yeah, Tekken 8, man. Tekken 8 is simpler, man, and you took advantage
it's
of
a
it.
lot easier.
Yeah, it's way
Like in
easier,
Tekken 7,
and
if you didn't know the inputs, you were kind of fucked because like you weren't, and also like stuff like delay timing with like down for ones and stuff like that. If you like didn't have anybody to show you any of that stuff and you were just watching replays, you wouldn't be able to figure that shit out because you can't take control of the replays.
yeah, you gotta be taught
So
a
like
lot in
small shit
Tekken.
like that,
Yeah.
yeah, you wouldn't be able to figure that out on your own, like in Tekken 8.
Yeah, nah, you can't. You can't. And Tekken 8 you could, because you replay this shit. You could like study shit, but in Tekken 7, I get what you're saying. You actually need somebody to actually like if you're a new player, you need somebody with experience to teach you shit.
Yeah,
You need
yeah,
to, because you're just gonna get cooked. But we in a new game, man. You doing your thing with Tekken 8, man. It don't matter, that if you wasn't that good back then and you clapping good players now, that shit don't matter no more, man. That's how they want the game to
yeah.
be. And take advantage of that. Clap people. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? That Claudio is cheap, and you getting
Yep.
it in with Claudio, man. That's all that matters, man. The only advice I could give you about your gameplay, because I know how you play, but yeah, you play Claudio the way he's supposed to be played, right? The only thing I
In
could tell you,
Tekken 8, yeah.
yeah, with Tekken 8 you
Tekken 8.
play. I think your only problem is that you got a flow chart less, man. You mad flow
Yeah.
chart. You have a set plan, and you just go with it. And if it don't work, it don't work. Like you gotta fix that. But the good thing about it is that if somebody don't know your flow chart, they're gonna get bodied.
Yeah.
That's what happened to
That's why
Bilal.
it'll be easy. It's easier finding someone like Bilal that has never seen me play before than finding like some fucking like Jake or just Andy or that have like seen me play like 1,000 times.
Yeah, so they know your
That's what
patterns. Yeah. So you better against people you never played before, which is a W, because most of the people you fight in tournament, if you go to a major, is gonna be people that never played you before. But if it's like a local or regional where you fight people that play you all the time, then you're gonna have a rough time because you play very set
Yeah,
play. You have a set pattern, and you have sets like setups that you always gonna go for. And you know, if somebody plays you all the time, they're gonna get cooked. But if they never played you before, your chances of winning are very high, unless you play somebody that's a monster and just adapts like mad fast. But yeah, that's the only problem I see from your gameplay. But like I said, it's a double-edged sword. If they never played you before, they probably gonna lose. If they play you a lot, then they probably gonna beat you. If they know your stuff, you know. But other than that, you know, you're
I
doing a good
appreciate
job.
it. I appreciate it though, because I didn't want some like the only reason why I was kind of hesitant on doing this is because I didn't want some like fucking Barbara Walters, Larry King sort of like interview where, I got to tell you my whole life story and shit. I feel like this is like good enough to where
Yeah,
I could
man.
just
Nah, you don't need to tell me everything about you. Yeah, you don't need to tell me. I
because
wasn't gonna. I wasn't gonna do all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep you whatever you comfortable telling me, man. You could tell me, man. I don't, you know, you don't need to tell me your whole life story or how you started playing Tekken. All I know is that you a guy that dresses up like Doctor Doom and you play Claudio and you get it in. That's all they need to know.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. So keep doing your thing, man. Don't get discouraged by this. This is a great thing for you. You know what I'm saying? See what you do with this. If you want to make content, you could. If you want to stream, if you want to make videos, you could. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, then that's fine too. But I think you should get it in, man. Keep playing. And yeah, man. I wish you luck at the next tournament. And I got another question. This is the last question. But
Yeah.
so you're not allowed to go back to the venue.
Not this tournament, no.
Yo, that's OD. That's OD, man.
Then
They
there
say
and there's a picture of me too. If I wanted to go in there with them, they know how I look like.
oh, that's OD. Yeah, that's OD. You can't even do the Bruce Wayne tech where you go in there looking like Bruce, but you was there as Batman. You can't even do that. Damn, son, that's crazy. I never seen some shit like that. They'd be like, yo, you
Funny
can't come
because
back.
they like people were telling me like I should have stayed for casuals like the last time I was like at Combo Breaker. So, but now this time I don't even have a choice
It's OD.
because that was my problem too. Is I went to when I went to Combo Breaker and I lost, I just like I was pissed off. I just dipped, and people were telling me, "Oh, you gotta stay for casuals. That's like almost more important than the tournament." Blah 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 blah.
Alright.
But I don't know.
That sound like a
Look, I can. Yeah, go ahead.
that they said casuals more important than a tournament. That sound like somebody that be drowning in
I'm not
pools too
gonna
much.
say,
Nah, that's a
yo,
L. I never
the
heard
only
that
thing,
before. Nah, that's like, yo, he said
not more fun
casual.
than a tournament, but
My
they
man,
said like, well, yeah, if I go 0-2, or I'm not gonna, I'm gonna go to casuals regardless. But I don't know, man.
I,
Yeah,
it makes sense
at
what they
least
saying though, cause it makes sense. You go, you play casuals, you get better,
I'm
but
not a
nah,
good.
that's not the most important part, bro. Cause I'm be real with you, and this is a OG telling you, bro. When you go to a tournament, bro, my advice is play with a friend, warm up with them, but don't play too much casuals. Don't. And the reason why you don't want to do that is because the person you play against in casuals, you might run into them in tournament. You never want
Yeah,
somebody to
especially
get
the way
too,
I play. Like,
yeah. You don't want somebody to get too
because
comfortable with the way
I
you
don't want
play.
to like obviously play in like Pakistan players and like casuals or whatever, but I kind of don't want to play them until I fight them in tournament.
Yeah,
Because if I play them in casuals and I play and the way I play it, if you like, it's gonna be real fucking easy to beat me if you already played me before.
yeah, exactly. So
Not
yeah,
real easy, but
nah, of course not. Cause
I need all the advantage I can get.
yeah, so don't play in casuals like that too much, and you be alright. Just go in, do your thing, and if you're gonna play a casual, play a little bit. Cause I've made that mistake before too. Like I went to international tournaments, and I played a dude like 30 first to 30, and then I played him in tournament. He already knew all my setups, and I lost. So don't. So yeah, you got to be careful with stuff like that. But yeah, man, thanks for talking to me about all this, man. It's crazy. It sucks that you
No
can't even
problem.
go back to the venue. But now you know. At least you could, like, if you want to go to Evo, at least you could go to Evo, right?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So you're not
No, yeah.
okay.
There's no. It's just this time.
All right, cause I was gonna say too,
They
like,
said I could go back. I'll go back next year if I wanted to.
All right, that's good. Cause there was a rumor going around that people were saying they were hitting me up, and people was like, you know, Joe Budden Betcoin. I said, yeah. What about him? They was like, you know, he's completely banned from every tournament. I said, you can't be serious. But yeah, there was people already saying that that you banned from every single tournament. There was even dudes that was saying, yo, Joe Budden, I hate him. He's so toxic. He needs to get banned from every tournament. Like some people were saying that shit too on social media. They were going in, but I'm like,
I
come
saw
on
someone
now.
say
But
IDQ. I saw someone say I DQ'd on purpose because I knew I was gonna get banned from everything or something like that.
yeah, so.
That was kind of funny.
But yeah, you good money, man. So yeah, man, thanks for talking to me. And
Yeah, thank you for at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. doing this shit. I had to do it because I was in a hotel and I had you know, the right situation for it.
yeah, I feel you.
And I also
Nobody's
wanted
around you.
to, yeah, I felt like I wanted to say this shit too because I don't know, I was probably too busy to something because I gotta fly. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem.